put a little more air under it than he was hoping for.
Right.
And caused it to be a little short. And on that running play is stuffed quickly.
So this is a 4th down play, so we'll see. I don't know if they're going to punt. I guess they are.
They've got punt formation. And a low line drive punt's going to go out of bounds at about the 10, 12-yard line.
Well, that was Richard Harris. We've seen him pick up and throw passes out of that formation. But good decision, and they back him up. So play good defense like they have this half, and things will be fine.
Yeah, if the script holds to form,
Right.
they will get a punt return that will take it back farther than they were in the last play. So it's going to be 2nd down here.
Well, they've held. This
Pressure
is
coming
good.
up the middle and
Very
going
nice.
down quickly as Charles Lewis got in there and blew that one up. And he might have got the football, and he did.
Well, they forced a fumble, and that was nice because what happens here is there's going to be a reverse of some sort. And, well, they called that a fumble, but, we're not officiating. We're just announcing.
So it's 1st and goal for Menlo, just like that. And Dylan Mayer on 1st down is quickly wrapped up, and a flag flies. And I don't know if the official might have heard something that he didn't like. But
We'll see.
Because I didn't see an infraction, but
Okay, so
that's going to be a big penalty against Menlo.
Right.
That'll back him up 15 yards.
So instead of a short yardage and a short field, I mean, it's still going to be not too far, but it's a 2nd and goal from the 25.
25.
let's
Dylan,
call it, yeah.
Dylan the carrier, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds at the 20. So
this is an option out of the shotgun, and good idea, but Menlo needs a lot of yardage in this instance.
coming up on a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Rolling out left, now throwing left to the end zone. Touchdown Menlo as Chris Reed goes up and grabs it as Brian Francis, the freshman, laid it in there nicely. And Menlo has extended the lead there at 34 with the extra point pending.
Well, very nice protection and a perfect pass that was right in stride, and all parts of that really worked well. So Menlo got a nice lead and was able to capitalize, even though they were backed up there.
35-21 in favor of the Menlo Knights. The low line drive kickoff is going to be taken at the 10-yard line by Burlingame. And again, Menlo's kick coverage has been excellent in this game, and they got down there in a hurry.
Well, nice job, and as you mentioned, Casey, they kind of squib it. Doesn't allow for blocking, or usually doesn't help set up your return. And so Menlo's down there, makes good play, and this is just about coming to a close here, the 3rd quarter now.
Pass to the left. Looked like a screen maybe setting up there, but the blockers didn't get out quick enough, and Menlo was all over that one.
Well, it's a quick hitch. Now, that was a forward pass, so not the lateral that we've seen before. Nice defense by all four Menlo players, 5 coming in here. So we wait long enough, the whole team would be there. Okay, here's a little counter pass.
Looking deep down the middle of the field, and it's intercepted. Picked off by number 86, Will Miller. And Will has a return deep into Burlingame territory again.
This pass is, he throws back across his body a little bit and overshoots the intended receiver. Will's right there, makes a nice interception. So Menlo, again, has good field position. They're playing on Burlingame's half of the field this entire quarter.
They have indeed. And Max Parker is hit and dropped quickly. That will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they will switch ends just to give the field a break.
Well, I think that obviously Menlo's coaching staff did a nice job. Oh, we're going to have a little movement here. But Menlo's coaching staff has done a nice job, obviously giving up no points in that 3rd quarter and scoring a couple of times and having excellent field position.
Pressure coming, and down goes the quarterback for Menlo as number 4, Matt Bradley, was looking deep downfield and saw all red jerseys in his face.
Right. Well, the initial penalty hurts him, and now the sack will hurt him. And here's a quick, that was going to be a screen pass, and that's an incomplete, which will now make third and real long situation. Excuse me, fourth.
Tommy Ford, the intended receiver. The punt is away, and it's going to be caught at the 21-yard line. Nice coverage again, as Chris Atkinson was the first player there for Menlo, or the second player there, first guy to make the tackle.
And it's a good shoestring tackle, so nice play. Let's see if Burlingame can go ahead and get something going, or if Menlo will continue to go ahead and have this control of the line of scrimmage, which they seem to have this third quarter and now early in the fourth.
Not much room there on first down for the Panthers.
Good tackle.
And they try it again.
And another. So Menlo's defense has been penetrating much better in the second half than they did in the first half, and obviously with good results. This brings up a third and long.
Play action pass deep down the left side of the field. Incomplete. Good coverage on the play by Menlo.
Burlingame also has two men in the same area, which obviously puts four men there, the two defenders and two receivers. So this is a fourth down play, and they're going to have to punt it out of there.
They do punt it away, and it's taken at the 43 or the 35-yard line rather. And good coverage this time by Burlingame, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 48.
And this is the worst field position I think that Menlo has had the second half, but let's see if they can go ahead and either score or take some time off the clock, because they have had a good second half, both offensively and defensively.
7.5 minutes to go in the ball game, and a handoff to Dylan Mayer on first down, and he is quickly wrapped up.
Well, this is one of the plays I think that he broke earlier, but Burlingame is in there to go ahead and make sure he doesn't get another long touchdown run.
They pitch it on second down, and again, Burlingame's defense is on the task, and a late flag comes in. This is going to be against Menlo, and we'll back them up 15 more yards.
Well, one of the things, Casey, there have not been a lot of penalties in this game, and so it's unfortunate that it's coming now, and it is going to back up Menlo. But, that's something that you want to do as you progress during the season. You want to cut down and minimize those penalties, and Menlo has.
Man in motion for the Knights. And pressure coming up the middle. And Burlingame's defense has really stepped up here in the fourth quarter. It might be a little too late, unfortunately, as time is now a factor.
Well, they had a blitz, and the blitzer was picked up, but then the underneath man was not. So the down lineman made the sack and made the tackle.
Punt bounces at the 40 and is scooped up at the 35, and Max Parker, number 30, the first guy down there to take that one down. Good coverage on the play for Menlo.
Well, what you want to do is you want to, give up or not give up many yards here. Let them score if they're going to score, but score slowly. So the time is important here. Good defense, once again.
Menlo doing a nice job stringing out that play.
Well, that was that sweep play, and there's really no lane or no area to run in. Menlo has a number of players filling in and stopping that run, so we'll call it 2nd and 9.
Timeout here for Burlingame. 2nd and 9. They hand it off around the outside, and Menlo is there again and taken out of bounds. Things getting a little chippy towards the end of the game.
Well, this is the sweep play, and the only thing that you wouldn't be you'd say was the only problem is that they did get out of bounds. You'd like to keep the clock running if you're a Menlo fan or a Menlo player.
Pass to the right, that is complete. And again, good defense by Menlo, as they're showing some pretty good speed on the defensive end. There's not many plays that they don't have defenders, at least in the area, within a couple steps.
Agree, and it brings up now it's first down, but what we talked about before, forcing them to go ahead and waste a lot of time, and a nice, good defensive play here, unblocked, So nice defense, and brings up a second and about 12.
Spencer Bucha has had a nice game. Is now
another sack here. So, what they're doing is you're getting, they know they're going to have to force a pass. So good pressure and good coverage.
Pass is up in the air and is incomplete. Coverage on the play by Ryan Carl. And it'll bring up 4th down.
There was a hold in there. It wasn't called, but that's okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. Either way, it's 4th and very long. Probably would have been declined either way. That pass is in the air and is incomplete as well, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And that might be enough if Menlo can pick up maybe 1 or 2 more first downs to end it.
Well, and again, nice job defensively. They've stopped, Burlingame from running the plays that Burlingame wants to run. They forced them to do something they, didn't do well, which was pass. And I think Menlo, as you mentioned, if they can just make 1 first down or even keep the, the ball on the ground, they'll run out the clock, or Burlingame will get it with very, very little time left.
Pressure coming again, and again, Menlo goes down in the backfield.
Well, Burlingame is doing what Menlo's doing. I think they're moving their linemen and probably blitzing a little bit. They want to get the ball back. That's what their concerns are.
Now pass down the middle of the field, incomplete, as they look to get that first down that they needed to end it, but it's just out of the reach of the intended receiver, as Connor Stasny was the closest Menlo Knight there, and the Knights will have to punt it away.
And they get the kickoff, which is a very good kick, and they need good coverage, and they get that as well.
So Burlingame will have one more opportunity to at least get a little bit closer in this one. Might be a little too late in the ball game to think about tying it up. They need 2 very quick plays for touchdowns, as we are coming up on a minute to go. And a handoff on first down. Nice tackle made on the play by Carson Badger.
Well, again, Menlo is happy if they're going to go ahead and run the ball, because that's running time off the clock, and it's a nice tackle. Good job. They're looking to. It's a run play again. They're stopping and stacking the line, so that clock continues to move. Good job by Menlo.
Menlo looking to win their 3rd straight here at Burlingame. Handed off on 3rd down. And again, the Menlo defense is all over it. So it'll bring up 4th down, but that might be it for this one. Good defense here in this second half by Menlo, as they held Burlingame off the scoreboard, and that will be it. Burlingame won't run another play, and the Menlo Knights are going to travel on the road and pick up a victory, Ray, and it was a good one for Menlo. They really stepped up in the second half, defensively especially, and really controlled the play, taking this one 35-21.
Well, I think that, a couple things that we can see as improvements or indicators here would be minimal of a number of penalties, great second half defense. Obviously, throughout the game, they were able to move the ball and move it not at will, but very determined and very good drives. So I think this bodes well for their final season game or league game next week against Carlmont, and then obviously the Valparaiso Bowl being their finishing one for the Knights.
A good day for the Menlo Knight Frosh Soft team. They take this one 35-21 and improve their record to 5-3. That'll do it for us here. My partner Ray Calcagno, I'm Casey McGuire. Thanks for joining us on CCSA. We will see you next week.